Hello, hello. 2:22 here. Magic time. So I was called to do this live to just get people to start thinking a little bit. So the title of the live is Why is Our Sexuality an important part of our full spiritual embodiment? So we live in a world where things are really tangled and messed up to control us and to keep us from essentially being happy, or to do things that make us feel good, or et cetera, et cetera. There's a whole ton of different things I can explain. But what I suggest is you close your eyes for a second and think of this. So if you are a true part of God, or a fractal of God, or fractal of Source, or the divine, whatever word you want to use, why would anybody ever tell you what you can or cannot do? And just let that sit for a minute. If you are a creator being that does things that feel good and expand possibility, and you're fully embodied in your body, are you not going to do things that give pleasure or playfulness or fun to that body? We live in a world where we are taught not to be grounded, so we're really not even in our body. A lot of people are about a foot above their head in their energy, their sexual centers, their hearts, their whatever don't even line up with the physical body, because we're so much in fight or flight and running away from trauma, from control, from, I don't know, chasing money, etc. There's a whole million different things. So we no longer know what it is to feel good in our body, to feel pleasure a lot of times. And even when we do have pleasure, it's a mangled up picture of what it could be. It's all about chasing an orgasm, to the man serving or doing all the work, or the woman having to receive and take and all that kind of stuff, which isn't any of it. It's a mangled up, porn enabled version of what's truth. So now, as we're going through this portal, this equinox that's starting to come, we're resetting all these things. And certain people have been called, me being one of them, to become a public figure, to become someone that speaks openly about the repression and the damage that's been caused to our ability to be creators, to fit in our body, to feel in our body, and to love ourselves. And this has been smashed and it's been taken from us. It's literally our birthright as children to live in innocence and purity, in dancing in our body, in feeling our body, in being naked, in being sensual, in being self-expressive, in welcoming people into our lives to share our frolic and our play of our sexuality with another person. But yet we have all these mangled, distorted, trauma-informed versions of what's right and what's wrong and what's acceptable and all this kind of stuff. And I'm going to tell you right here and right now, if anybody's telling you anything about how you should feel or how you should express yourself, tell them to fuck off, because everybody's trying to control and everybody's in their own version, and everybody wants to shame everybody that's moving ahead by telling them stories. I see all these stories about how you shouldn't share your sexual energy and you get trapped with other people's sexual energy and stuff. It's all bullshit. It's all learning our boundaries and our sovereignty and what's our body and what's another person's body. And I can't stand another minute to have these supposedly sacred women or sacred men or whoever's making these statements run around and tell people that sharing your sexuality with another person is bad, or that if you've had more than one partner, that's bad. It's all about our vibration. If you enter into a vibration at a low density with another person, guess what? You're going to collect their energy and you're going to get a self-fulfilling prophecy. If you're in your sacredness and your play and these things show up in and out of our lives, it's not about having marriage. It's not about anything of the sort, because those industries are failing at over 60%. And we need to go into our sovereignty, our self-love, and our self-awareness, and begin to figure out about our sexuality for ourselves first, not even incorporating another partner, not even any of these things, finding out what the boundaries of our energy is, what's in our energy, removing attachments from other people, removing the wounds from old sharings, their old partners, old marriages, etc., and starting to once again walk in our light of pureness of who we are. And then once we know truly who we are and we love ourselves, we welcome people into our playground. The playground of sexuality is literally a playground for adults. If we sit and condemn ourselves and shame ourselves for sharing what we feel, and if it's showing in our body and it's a pull and it's from self-love and it's from sensuality and play and pleasure, we should be exploring these things. We should be asking, we should be building sacred containers with these people so that we can explore ourselves, so we can heal. We can use the creational energies of sexuality to heal us in loving ways, in playful ways, in fun ways, in ways that open our body. But this is all shamed and this is all smashed. So what I'm here and I'm teaching and I'm talking about is getting back in touch with our bodies first. It's not about go out and go find a bunch of people to heal yourself sexually with. No, it's about getting back to the sacredness of these things, but not in the ways that it's spoken of. We're building temples of sacred sexuality. Temple of Isis energies are returning, and we're going to be able to go and release our wounds and our sexuality with people that can channel and use the energies and reflect and shine, so that people can open and heal and use that sexual energy that's meant for healing in that proper way. And then teaching partners to do this for each other, teaching ourselves to move our energy, to increase our flow, increase our orgasmicness, increase our grounding, feeling our sensuality of our body. All these things aren't taught. All these things aren't shared anymore. And then we run in and out of this shame and guilt of feeling good and other people judging us because we're feeling good because they're not feeling good. It's all a pile of bullshit. So if any of this resonates, and I see people popping in and out on here, and it just never ceases to amaze me how much shame or guilt or how little resonance people have with this very integral part of their body. If you want to fully awaken, you're going to have to deal with your sexual energy. You're going to have to deal with your traumas. You're going to have to get in self-love. And some of that means touching your body and feeling good. And how do you feel good in your body? And then eventually there's initiations and other things where we work with a partner and we move up and we advance ourselves in all these awakening stages. But to sit here and listen to the diatribe, listen to the bullshit of society that says our sexuality is bad, or that that's shameful, or it's dirty, or let porn shame us, or all these things, we all lose. And it's sad how badly we all lose. So keep shining, start to explore these parts of yourself, and listen. I put videos up all the time. I put even more in my Awakening Through Sexuality group. It's a private group. If you want to join, just DM me. We talk about different levels of how to heal our body and how to move this energy and how to create from our sexual energy. And it's time to move into that. So expect to hear more. If that makes you feel uncomfortable or whatever, maybe you don't want to follow me because this is who I'm going to be. And I keep meeting more and more people that are looking to shine this exact same energy for everyone. So I love you. I'm only teaching you what I'm here to teach and told to teach. And it's no longer from shame. It's no longer from bullshit. It's no longer from wounds. It's from loving everyone and wanting to share that love with all of you. So I wish you well. I hope you sit with this energy and start to determine if it serves you. And if it doesn't, great, move on. If it does, come back. We're going to keep learning. Amazing things are going to happen, and we're going to get back to our fully embodied selves. And that includes a sexual body, a energy body, a spiritual body. All these bodies that are part of having a human experience need to be realigned, reset, and embodied fully into ourselves. So I love you all. Have a great day. Talk to you soon.